Rosa. I looked back at the girls screaming on the floor. Their legs were bleeding terribly and the people around were just running away. Why did bad boy come for me? Was he missing me? No, I highly doubt that. I felt his hand encircle my waist and I looked up at his face. Should we take them to the hospital? I shook my head. I don't want him to take them to the hospital the same way he took me to the hospital. Just in case they end up living in his house too. But why did you shoot them? Bad, so they'll feel the pain you felt. He left me and walked to where the girls were. They screamed and tried to crawl away from him. Maybe they think he's going to kill them. Quiet. I hate noisy girls. You should be grateful I didn't silence you forever. Now listen, I shot you because of what you said to Rosa. I'm not going to take you to the hospital, so take care of yourself. And wherever you see Rosa next time, respect her. Because if you mess with her, then you mess with the wrong person. She belongs to the Vipers now. He stood up and walked back to me. Let's go, princess. He carried me up to the car, opened the door and sat me in. You have a lot of explaining to do, young lady. I don't have anything to explain to you. Why did you leave? And when? I'm not answering you. He sighed and started the car. Me, you can drop me at that kiosk by the roadside. I'm taking you home. Me, this is my home. Not anymore. His face was in a deadly frown, so I was afraid of arguing with him. Why don't I just take my bags from there? You don't need it, but my clothes and Teddy are. We'll buy new ones. I sighed and looked through the window. I don't want to go to his house. At least not while Fedora is still there. Bad boy. I parked in the garage of my initial house. A guard quickly ran and opened my door. I looked at Rosa, who was having questions all over her face. Don't come out of the car yet. She nodded drastically. I got out and the guard closed the door. He was having a gun which hung across his chest. I walked to Rosa's door and opened it for her. You can come out now. She gulped and came out. She looked terrified when she saw that each of the men outside were carrying different weapons. Each one of them looked terrible. Black people were also among them. These are my assassins. I held her hand. Rosa, where is this place? My house. My original house. I pulled her along, but she took her hand away. Rosa, I don't want to go in there. Rosa, this place is safer. Rosa, what happened to the other house? That place is better. I sighed and swept her off her feet. She screamed and kicked her legs as I took her in. I took her inside and dropped her in the living room. She looked around. It's not bad, right? She glared at me and I laughed. I know. I took her upstairs and she kept looking at each guard that we passed by. They're not going to kill you, Rosa. He breathed out and I chuckled. I opened a door and entered in with her. I dropped her and closed it. The room was larger than her previous room. This is your new room. Her eyes sparkled. I don't even know when my hand held her waist. Do you like it? I love it. It's like a living room. Since you're afraid of my men, I'll assign a maid to you and probably make this place more comfortable for you. What do you think? She smiled. Thank you. Thank you so much. I lifted her face. You're welcome. She went to look at the huge bed. I tucked my hands into my pockets and watched her. I wonder why I'm happy with Rosa. It's not a normal thing for me to take natural delight in a girl. Why is this bed so large? She laughed and jumped on the bed. Should I tell her I bought the bed specially for love making? Come on, freshen up. I'll be back. I went out of the room and ordered new clothes for her. I didn't order much. Just something she could wear for the now till we go shopping. BYREOM. Ron thinks bad boy is dead. I always knew that man was a stupid man. He's not fit to be a boss because he thinks like a dumb chicken. Even kick knows bad boy can't be defeated easily. Needs step-by-step plan to be defeated. And he needs a weakness. He brought a girl in today. Who knows who she is? I have to keep an eye on her because the way bad boy is treating her, I don't think she's a person he kidnapped or someone he wants to have sex with. Rosa. I came out of the bathroom with a towel round my chest. My hair was wet and was sticking to my skin. I saw a white dress on the bed. Bad boy must have kept it here for me. I went to the door and locked it. I don't want him barging in on me while I'm dressing up. Not that I have much to hide anyway. I rubbed lotion on my body and wore the dress. It was silky and revealing because I wasn't wearing anything inside. It's sexy, but I can't wear it outside. All those guards might pin me down if they see this. Maybe I should just stay here, and when bad boy comes, I'll ask him to get something for me to eat. Bad boy. Bad boy, aren't you supposed to be drilling into someone upstairs? I looked at him. Drilling someone upstairs? Yeah, the girl you brought. Oh, her. Leon, if you don't want her, I could really use a girl right now. I cracked. I'm going upstairs. I stood up with my bottle of wine and my pack of cigarettes. My lighter was over my neck like a neck chain. Leon, don't take it easy on her. I laughed and turned, then kicked him, though he dodged and fell on the cushion. I chuckled and raced upstairs. I wanted to knock on Rosa's door, but what he said replayed in my mind. Right then, I became hard. The spirit of lust took over me and my eyes turned dark, my veins popped out, and even the hair on my arms stood erect. It would be fun to hear Rosa scream my name. I wonder what she has behind those dresses. I really wanna have a taste of her. I tried to knock, but I couldn't. If I go in now, nothing is going to save her. I groaned and closed my eyes. I opened them again and turned back to the hallway that leads to my own room. I hurriedly opened my door and closed it. I dropped the bottle and the cigarettes, then sat on the bed. The urge is so strong that I can't even think straight. I covered my face with my palms and tried to get Rosa's naked image from my head, but I couldn't. Leon caused all these. If only he just minded his business. I stood up and walked to the bathroom. My man was still like a soldier on duty. If I don't get another lady tonight, then I'll be tempted to break Rosa's door and have my damn way with her. So I took my phone and walked out of my room. I hurriedly walked past Rosa's room, and as I was walking down the stairs, I ordered pizza for her because I don't know when I'm coming back. I entered into my car and drove to my usual hotel. Rosa. I heard a knock on my door. It must be bad boy. I took a towel and covered my breast by hanging it over my shoulder. I walked to the door and opened it. I saw a handsome young man. He smiled and handed me a box of pizza. Man, bad boy asked me to give you this. I smiled thanks. I wanted to ask him where exactly bad boy is, but I decided not to, so I just closed my door and sat on a cushion to eat. Leon. Man. That girl is damn sexy. Where the heck is bad boy? Why is he not with her? If he's not interested, he should just hand her over to me. I took my phone and called bad boy, but he didn't pick up. I tried 2 more times, but he didn't pick still. I went to my room and took protection, then went back to the girl's door. I was going to knock when one of the men came and asked me to check the hacked bank systems out. So I had to leave with him. Bad boy. I checked the time, it was almost 5 p.m. I left the house by 1 p.m. and went to the hotel, where I satisfied my urge before coming to my bar house. I've been drinking since, and I forgot about Rosa. I stood up and entered into my car, then drove home. I went straight upstairs, and without even knocking, I entered into Rosa's room. She wasn't inside. I called her and walked towards the bed. The bathroom door opened and she came out wearing that dress I dropped for her. My eyes turned dark again when I saw how pointed her nipples were. Her cleavages, curves, and even her pubic shape was revealed. My eyes got glued to her boobs. She noticed this and tried moving away from me, but then my eyes moved round her whole back. From her hair to her legs. She took a towel on the bed and covered herself. What is she covering? My eyes are going beyond that towel. She sat on the bed. Where did you go to? I just had to see someone. I don't like the dress you got for me. I love it. My eyes moved to her legs and I imagined if they were parted. I didn't even know when I moved closer to her and squatted before her. She shifted uneasily. Bad boy, what are you doing?